As long as you have the money.
Good evening, miss.
Good evening, sir. Are you interested in a miraculous cure for this unknown and deadly epidemic?
Actually, I am.
Then you have come to the right place. The famous Swanborough cordial is all you need to help keep you in perfect health.
Oh, really? Why didn't I hear about it during my studies? I'm Jonathan Reed, by the way.
Ah, my brother has spoken of your research, sir. I'm Loretta Swanborough, and it's always a pleasure to meet a fellow healer.
I'd like to see what kind of medicine you're selling.
Good evening.
Do you know Nurse Dorothy Crane from the Pembroke Hospital? I'd like to know more about her.
I don't like to talk about competition.
Competition, you say?
Never met her, but it seems she...
Tell me, who intrigues you most?
The region itself is something to see, but I would say... Camellia the...
What do you think of the locals?
Most of them are afraid or desperate. They all...
Is there anyone I should avoid? You look ill, Miss Swanborough. I wonder if...
I'm perfectly...
Goodbye, Miss Swanborough. Perhaps we'll talk again.
When science fails you, this elixir will give you faith again.
Sick and suffering. What?
Shooting a boy in the middle of the street.
What?
I'm Dr. Reed, and I'd like to ask you a few questions, if you promise me to set your gun aside.
No. Look, I'm not a violent man.
Do you know Nurse Dorothy Crane from the Pembroke Hospital? Have you heard anything?
It's funny, I've been searching for her too. I need some pills. But the woman is a...
Really? And why is that?
Word to say, really. This is where I used to live, and this is where I live now.
You don't have anywhere to go? No family that would welcome you?
Not since the death of my wife, Albert's...
You mean you...
Yeah, I had a wife, a home.
Perhaps you could focus for a moment.
I'm sick, broke, and my son...
Whatever the boy did, I'm sure...
I swear I didn't want to hit him. It's just that...
Even the flu is no match for the Swanborough cordial. When science fails you, this elixir will give you faith again. The Swanborough cordial can be the answer to all your problems. As long as you have the money.
I'm not afraid anymore. I died in this trench a long time ago.
The Swanborough cordial can be the answer to all your problems. As long as you have the money.
There's no one in. I cannot enter.
This is no place for you, sir. Push the links, boys! Turn around, sir.
One way or another. Please, Joe. How long have we known each other? We even used to be neighbours, for Christ's sake. I prefer not to give you another beating, Barrett. Fancy buying something, sir?
You never lose your focus, do you? Right then. Show me what you have.
Fancy buying something, sir?
You never lose your... Have you heard of a nurse called Dorothy Crane?
Nurse Crane? So the bitch really is a nurse, then? Always thought she was just some crafty foreigner, that one.
Yes, she's a nurse. And
Dorothy Crane ain't even a real name. Something like...
That doesn't explain why she...
Your precious Nurse Crane gives away
How is business?
Business?
I see. Sounds like you...
It's no secret Joe Peterson spends his time harassing...
As a merchant, you see...
What do you mean, besides the epidemic?
Violence is increasing in the borough. Where did this happen?
In the closed workshops nearby. I work there as...
Have you been hurt?
No, but that's only because I ran like hell.
Goodbye for now, Mr.
You again?
Harry doesn't seem happy living in Whitechapel. Why did you make him come here?
I've always put my son's interests above everything.
You really love your son, don't you, Mr. Peterson?
He's my pride and joy. Even if he hates me for the choices I make and pushes me buttons more than he should.
Since the criminal nature of your job means you could be arrested, are you not afraid of what would happen to your boy if you were?
No one will ever take my son away from me. If that ever occurred, I'd hunt the bastard down and rip off his head with my bare hands.
Do you have any regrets?
Only one. Not to have my beloved wife by my side. She died when Harry was little. My sweet...
Why is your relation...
Harry and I are so different. Sometimes...
Why not change that, then? If you...
How dare you tell me what I should or shouldn't do?
I don't
think I like your attitude, sir.
I'd like to see you try, Colossus Joe.
Never. Harry's...
Why is your relation...
Harry and I...
Why not change...
How dare you tell...
I don't
think
I'd like to see you try...
Never.
How did you become the local bully?
There's no pride in roughing up poor bastards.
A job?
I got enlisted by the Wet Boot Boys, a gang from the docks. I'm their...
You survive at any cost, even at...
I don't care what you think, sir.
I'm not sure Mr. Lewis would agree with your...
Oh, do you really think he's the poor victim here?
May I ask what you do around?
I'll do whatever I...
According...
Not familiar with this.
This part of town does...
Totally. Look at me, for instance.
Can I offer you my...
The name is Colossus...
Goodbye, Mr. Peterson.
Where's my money?
Nobody at home.
Step away, sir.
is mine!
It's locked, all right. I cannot enter.
When science fails you.
No one's there.
A strange man was at the door with a pass for our medical facility. I refused him entry.
Darius, how could you know he didn't need our help?
His clothes were too finely tailored to be for Whitechapel.
Perhaps just a friend of that stray poet who is always about.
Richard Nethercott? No, not of the same cloth, this man. I suspect some machination from that journalist.
Clayton Darby. Is he still asking questions?
Yes. I saw him drifting around St. Mary's Church. I swear he is tracking me just downwind.
I must talk to that journalist or the poet. They must know about Darius. Nearby the church they just mentioned. It's locked. Good evening.
This evening.
What's the matter,
Peterson.
Right then.
Imprisoned by your daily routine, unable to see the true horror around you.
Excuse me, sir.
Sorry, I'm new to Whitechapel.
Dr. Reed, the famous...
I heard you're investigating an underground medical...
Not much, I'm afraid. They are wary of...
I'm afraid one of the nurses from the Pembroke Hospital may be involved with unsavory...
Ah, could it be Dorothy Crane?
Without a doubt, you are a damn fine...
I don't know much about the man. He's very cautious. Never goes out. Doesn't seem to have any friends or family.
He never goes out?
No. A few days ago, he unexpectedly did. I followed him, but it was just a ruse to keep me away from his house.
Really? How do you know?
He went to the nearest mailbox, but just before posting his letter, he ripped it up and threw it away.
He has no...
No.
Where can I find this Mr.
He spends most of his time lurking around Whitechapel.
Goodbye, Mr. Darby. Farewell. Forgive my interruption.
Do not apologize.
I am Dr. Jonathan...
A scientist.
Have you any...
No.
Where did you send him?
I sent Samuel to the Stonebridge
You sent him on some preaching cruise.
as a true believer.
I have heard enough for tonight. Goodbye. Good evening, miss. I'm Dr. Reed. I know what you're thinking. A tall stranger. Melia, I know you work for Dorothy Crane. A stubborn and mute comrade. Nurse Crane and Darius Petrescu have been clever. I know you understand. Very well. Hello again, miss. I know you understand. Very well. Goodbye, then. I cannot enter.
at it! It's a leech! On back to the shadows! Away with you! I order you to step back. Away with you! I order you to step back. Back, demon! Back! The power! I order you!
Stay back, please.
This man stunned me with his faith. His crucifix. This is not good news. It's locked. The content of Darius' letter to his children could give me more leverage to enter. It's locked, all right.
pay me a bottle, and I'll be nasty. Don't be shy.
I'm not looking for what you're selling.
All right then, but be quick.
Do you know Nurse Dorothy
I don't know her, but I know her.
You seem to respect her.
Dorothea helped...
Christina...
I don't like it.
Considering...
If it is good...
You can...
And you think...
Tell me about it.
Are you joking with me? People don't usually...
I have no interest in your work. I am, however, curious as to what led you into this career.
Short story. The war, exile, and England. This country is not especially welcoming. I've been refused many jobs because of where I am from. I had few
I always thought I was the master of my own fate. But now I know we don't always have control.
You know, this money is not only for me.
Goodbye, miss. Take care of yourself as best you can.
Even now, he judges your words and actions. The wars of men.
Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Reed. I would like to ask you a few questions.
Please be my guest. Although I may not be the best informant regarding this part of town, my words speak about that which the eyes cannot see.
Really? Are you an artist of some kind?
I'm a poet, sir. Richard Nethercott.
Do you need medical attention, sir?
It may be wise to let...
I will see you later. May I ask you a few questions about the district?
Extraordinary.
What can you tell me about an old man?
Darius Petrescu. Yes, I know him. At first, I thought he was only a small publisher. I invited him to publish my work, but his reaction was pretty clear.
Not interested in your talent?
Darius is an old political activist who takes delight in printing tracts and lampoons. Those communist activities only require mediocre writing skills.
I'm looking for Dorothy Crane, a nurse who...
Dorothy Crane. Oh, I love the name.
Did you know the Mute Florist is a member of a secret society?
No, I didn't. But I thank you for this information.
I fear you are a hopeless romantic.
Guilty as charged, Dr. Reed.
Are you not curious? Is there not more you wish to know?
That girl has not an ounce of malice in her. Whatever she may be hiding, it's certain...
Tell me, Mr. Nethercott, why seek inspiration in Whitechapel?
The place is not beautiful per se, but how to explain it? Stirring and challenging.
Do you not think...
On the contrary, sir. Whitechapel is full of...
What can you tell me about...
Not much. And that's the beauty of it.
Perhaps you're just afraid.
One day, perhaps. I'll ask her to come with me.
And have you...
Maybe I prefer she remains an...
In what way, exactly? If you say so.
Such vibrant antagonism and vivid...
Vivid, of course, yes.
Oh yes, the poignant distress. You see what...
May I ask what you're doing?
Not at all. I'm just enjoying the pleasure of...
But are you not a...
Oh, why should I? I see some equity in the Spanish flu.
If you say so. But as a physician in a time of epidemic...
Thank you, Doctor. But we both know the secret...
I'll leave you alone. Darius is a bit less of a mystery now. It should not be that difficult to incite him to let me in.
Price, good quality. Come on, take a look. Don't be afraid.
Mr. Petrescu, just 1 minute, please.
You again.
Sir, wait. Stop this nonsense. I know Nurse...
All right. Speak up.
Don't you see we're on the same side? We fight to help the poor, sick, and abandoned.
I'm nothing like you, Mr. Doctor.
Yes, you are. You too believe in providing medical care without charge. You know what we have to sacrifice to make the world a better place.
I have to admit your words have conviction. All right, I'll let you see Dorothea. Don't make me regret this, though. If you want to...
We've not been...
I am Darius.
Goodbye, Mr. Petrescu. It's locked. What do we have here, nurse?
Patient Raz van Vasily. High fever running on 3 days. Complaints of dizziness, muscle aches, and head pain. Diagnosed with influenza.
Treatment?
Aspirin and salicin for the fever and discomfort. Liquids for dehydration, but he's having trouble keeping even water down.
Thank you, nurse. Anything else I should know?
He did lose consciousness this morning, but he's never had convulsions like these.
He's not convulsing, he's choking. He's not getting any air. Scalpel! Hand me that scalpel!
What can I do, Doctor?
I need to perform a tracheostomy. Short pipe. That rubber tube will do. We're going to cut a passage for air through the neck.
Yes, Doctor. He's breathing again, but he's coughing up blood.
Internal hemorrhaging. I need to make another incision into the chest cavity to drain the fluids from the lung. Prepare another tube.
A thoracostomy? Doctor, we've nothing to fight the infection. We need an aseptic environment.
Right then, Nurse Crane. What do you suggest we do?
I've no idea. I'm not the doctor.
Time is of the essence. We need to perform a thoracic drain.
Yes, Doctor. He's still bleeding, Doctor. I'm losing his pulse.
The drain must have punctured the intercostal artery. There's too much blood.
Are you all right, Doctor?
I can't see. I must first suture the artery. Find the wound. The source of the blood.
Needle and thread, Doctor.
Good. The stitches are holding. How's he doing?
We're losing him. We've lost his pulse. He's dying, Doctor!
A dose of epinephrine, now.
Yes, Doctor. We've lost the pulse. He's gone, Doctor.
Nurse, we did everything we could.
Truly? Everything you could? Is that how you'll report this in your log? Is this how the war went? Piling up one poor corpse beside the next?
This was not an influenza-induced seizure. I've never seen symptoms like these on the continent.
Neither have I. But the previous symptoms leading up to this attack were the same, indistinguishable from the epidemic.
No. There was something more vile in these reactions. Something primitive.
There have been numerous reports of mental breakdowns caused by the fever that accompanies the flu itself, Doctor.
Yes, but... I'd best take some samples of the blood for analysis.
I doubt you're here to test my bedside manners. I suspect it was more than intuition alone that led you to us. So, how might I be of service, Dr. Reed?
I've come to put an end to this insufferable blackmailing, Dorothy.
Doctor, you think your warnings scare me? I've stolen and plied, blackmailed and lied, but what else am I to do? I'm all these people have.
But why, Lady...
She's pristine and proper, all right. But that she-wolf in sheep's clothing...
Dr. Swansea is a sensible...
It's easy for you to say, Doctor. These people cannot...
You've convinced me of the sincerity of your actions and their noble justifications. But all the same, blackmail is a crime, and it will stop, Nurse Crane.
So, are you going to turn me over to the authorities?
Nurse Crane, there is no question that the work you've done here is extraordinary, but this dispensary is incapable of coping with the outbreak. It's only a question of days before the situation at hand will overwhelm us. I cannot allow it. It's my duty to put an end to this immediately.
I'm not ashamed. I did what was right. For in the end, I saved lives and you took them. But we had so much in common, Doctor. Don't you see that?
It's locked.
This one stinks already. Fancy clothes! This one's filthy piece of shit! Kill you! Die, beast!
He's done for! Oh Christ! It's on him! It's on him! Christ, he's dead!
When science fails you, this elixir will give you
It's locked, all right. This is despicable. Human blood. Whoever left these marks did so deliberately.
Kill it, boy! There's one of them burn! Burn it, boys!
I would ask you to avert your eyes, sir. Or did you not know it was rude to stare?
I knew it.
Speak up, Dr. Reed. I like a man who speaks his mind.
Hiding your true appetites behind a facade of compassion. Bravo. Very clever indeed.
Spare me your sarcasm, Jonathan. You are but newly...
So in the end, the accusation was true, wasn't it?
The situation is somewhat awkward nonetheless. I have not been observed sustaining myself for many decades. I have to say I'm a trifle embarrassed.
Anyway, I have concluded my inquiries concerning your blackmailer.
I see. Please excuse my agitated state. Under normal circumstances, I wouldn't let anyone see me in this condition.
The case is closed. Permanently. You will not be bothered anymore by the woman.
And who was this woman?
If you must know, she worked under my employ as Nurse Crane. But I'll wager that's not what will be written on her gravestone.
You killed her? Is that what you consider discretion and diplomacy, Dr. Reed?
I did what I thought was best, and acted accordingly.
You will learn that trust is a rare and precious commodity in the Immortals world, my young doctor. And your actions have not induced me to offer you my support.
Why does Dr. Swansea allow...
Dr. Swansea is a good and compassionate man. He is trying to find...
What do you know about this Brotherhood?
The Brotherhood is well known amongst London Vampire Society. As long as our kind is discreet, and as long as they do not interfere, we have come to a mutual understanding.
And no one's...
As you well know, suspicion has recently fallen on me of killing for pleasure.
Why did you save me in the canning factory?
I could hardly stand by and watch such a promising young...
William Bishop wasn't the vampire that created me then?
No, Jonathan. Whatever their strength and demeanor, Skulls are the progeny of careless vampires. It cannot be the other way round.
What type of vampire is a Skull?
Not a true vampire. The deformed offspring of lesser vampires. It is a shame these creatures run wild, slaves to their baser instincts.
I know this is beyond the...
Really? And I thought you were gentlemen.
And who bestowed upon you this eternal youth?
My maker. He left this isle a long time ago.
Very well. But I believe there is more to this than you are saying.
A lady has to have some secrets.
Are there many vampires here in London?
Immortals are of a rare breed, and we often tend to hide. But you may occasionally meet some of us at night.
Do you know any of them? Have you and I...
You mean your maker? No, John.
What do you mean?
Every now and then, you may discover an immortal in the deep of the night. But we are a rare and reclusive breed. Our progeny is almost never accidental.
Will they all be as affable as you, my lady?
I do not see why not. But remember, even the shark smiles before he bites.
That sounds like a lesson from experience.
Vampire politics are as intricate and sometimes tedious as a game of chess in a gentleman's club. I've learned from experience it is best to decline.
When I awoke, changed.
Though I can't be certain, more than likely it was the one...
Once
They have seen better days, but all fanatics are dangerous.
You make them...
More a society, and like all the best ones...
I've been away from London and England.
Things have gone from bad to worse here, Jonathan.
The Spanish flu?
Yes, but it's not just that.
What is it, you...
Fear has long since flown this form. But there is something malevolent circling us. I feel fear is merely waiting in the wings.
I've been hearing a voice talking in my head. Is this some kind of insanity? It feels like the voice of the vampire that created me.
Hush. Tell no one this. It would be unwise to talk of such things amongst British immortals. Speak no more of your maker.
Excuse my forwardness.
Me? Goodness, no.
I don't understand.
That is a question only the one who made you can answer.
I bid you farewell. I must quickly analyze the blood I took from Nurse Crane's patient.
Another night with the glorious battalion of Pembroke.
Too much needed, so little result.
The flower's dying. It needs water. Razvan Vasily was infected by Spanish flu, but also has the highly unstable blood of the Skulls. Is the London vampire epidemic transmitted through the flu? I should talk to Dr. Swansea about it. Evening, Edgar. Could I get your professional opinion?
Please speak, but I have something important to tell you.
This strain of flu, it's very different from the one I saw in Europe. It's downright peculiar.
Really? What makes you say that?
I've just looked at the blood of one of our recently deceased.
I see. Do you have anything more to go on?
This disease spreads and looks like the Spanish flu, but its effects differ greatly. The London strain is different from the continental one.
This is very interesting. Did you find something else?
Yes. Unlike the flu, the infected begin to show an increase in outwardly aggressive behavior. More than simple agitation. Once docile people become violent.
You mean like rabies? Is there a chance we could create a vaccine, Jonathan, like Pasteur? By the stove, that would be smashing.
There's a lot we're not seeing here. But it is spreading, and quickly. If we don't act, the whole city could be lost.
But Jonathan, we've a fantastic opportunity sitting right here in front of us. A weapon of choice.
What on earth do you mean?
Why, you, my dear boy. With your expertise and your blood, we could isolate the properties that course through...
I admit it did occur to me. Blood...
I totally agree. We're in uncharted...
We'll discuss this more later. Thank you for your...
No, thank you, Jonathan. But as I...
Yes?
I'm afraid it's your sister.
My sister?
She's to be buried this evening at Whitechapel Cemetery. Your mother published the obituary this morning.
I see.
I'm sorry, Jonathan. Please accept my condolences.
I never thought I would have to attend my murdered sister's funeral. Mary, I can't forgive myself. I'll find the truth about what happened to us. I swear. My dear sister, I don't know if I have the strength. I can't believe I'm doing this. Since I can't reveal myself to my mother now, I must find a discreet spot to attend the ceremony.
I am the resurrection and the life. He that believeth in me, though he were dead, yet shall he live. And whosoever liveth and believeth in me shall never die. We commend unto thy hands of mercy, most merciful Father, the soul of our sister departed, and we commit her body to the ground. Earth to earth, ashes to ashes, dust to dust.
Why kill my Mary and stick her here in this cold, god-awful place?
These are the legal requirements for the epidemic, madam.
Oh, Avery, I feel so tired. Please take me home.
Yes, madam.
Oh, Mary. What have I done? If I could only change one thing. One thing. This is a nightmare.
Jonathan, there is nothing you can do but accept it.
What brings you here?
I thought you could use the company. I am so sorry for your loss, Jonathan.
I wish the tears would come.
Let your pain run free, Jonathan. Don't smother it. What you feel is your humanity. Don't be so quick to lose it.
She had been scouring the most dangerous parts of London in search of me. Then it led to her death.
Jonathan, don't.
I still hear her last thoughts. They echo in my head. Her mind shattered, and it haunts me.
Jonathan, stop. Listen carefully. You must come to terms with this. You must learn to live with what happened.
I'm learning. Every night is a new lesson. What I am, what I must do to survive. But my sister, she shouldn't have suffered because of my weakness.
Don't you see? You're doing the work of our enemies, feeding your remorse. We are weakest when we grieve, and the guilt blurs our senses.
And so this is why you're here. To warn me. You've felt this pain yourself. You too have endured this.
I don't want to lose you, Jonathan. I've lost so many friends. Loved ones I cherished. Pray for Mary's forgiveness, if you must.
You may be right.
Of course.
What should I do then?
St. Mary's Church is not far from here. Go there and make your peace. Find the solace you need.
My lady wants me to confess.
No, Jonathan. It's you who wants to confess, I think.
And off to church he goes, a newborn seeking divine consent to lick the blood from the soft and pointy crown.
Who are you? Make yourself known.
Newborn, you reek of guilt and pointless compassion. Shed your skin, forget your old weaker self.
What do you want from me?
Ascalon does not approve of lone wolves who bring unwanted eyes to our pastures.
So your name is Ascalon?
Ascalon's will is vampire law. Learn them, abide by them, or I shall return as your judge and jury.
These immortals try my patience with their plans and unsolicited counsel.
It's not a place. It's a killer.